Welcome to my channel. My name is Tina. I'm a manifestation coach from Finland and I specialize in SP, love, relationship manifestations, but I coach in other areas as well. So, I want the vibe of this channel to be like very informal. We are just chatting about these things, chatting about these concepts, chatting about how to, I don't even like the word manifestation, like chatting about how you can make your experience, how can you create your reality, which is your experience, to be something that you want and something that you like in the context of relationships. So I might take up other subjects as well, like later, like money or something like that. But for now, I'm talking about relationships. So my two big main points are that, well, actually one point is source. You are the source. Okay. And I want to talk about this in two different ways. You are the source, and the thing that I especially want to talk about in this first video is that you are the source of your experience. And you are the one who gives labels to things that happen in 3D. And if you know anything about law of assumption, you know that your assumptions are kind of pushed out. So there is no separation actually between you and what's going on in 3D. 3D is kind of, it's a reflection of your assumptions, of things that you assume to be true, and a reflection of your identity. What do you assume to be true about you? So in that way, you are the source. So that is the big thing that I see missing in discussion about these things in the manifestation community and in the reality creation community, is that people are not aware that they have a choice. That they have a choice in how they see other people. Even though people are like well versed in manifestation, like have done all the techniques and things like that, and actually I'm not about techniques at all, so I'm not going to go into that, but most people are doing techniques in order to change another person. Let's just cut to the chase and go to SP manifestation, right? You are trying to change this person. Yes, I have props. No. 2 Hawaiian Tropic fragrance mist bottles. Similar bottles, a little bit different color. They have different fragrances within them. So, but similar. So let's say most people are trying to change this one into this one. And that will never work because you can't change versions of people. Like this one has the right to exist. You can only drop this one. Bye-bye. And start to focus on this one. So how do you drop this one? You drop the stories about them. Like this is the only possible version. This is who they are. This is what they did to me. This is how they are. This is how they always were. Well, you don't want that version back, do you? Nope. You want to have this version. So why are we talking about this one? Some coaches call this the evil twin. We don't have to go so far, but sometimes if that helps. Okay, we drop them. This is in the new version that we want. And then sometimes we do this. We start doing manifestation techniques in order to change this one into this one. But as I said, it doesn't work. So just better drop it. Then we might do manifestation techniques like, okay, we are focusing on this new person. Yeah. But we are still trying to do something in 3D. We are still kind of trying to get to this version. Okay, and of course, we all know that we want this version. But the thing is that most people miss is the choice point. Because this was the reality. This was the real version. This is just a dream. This is something that we hope that they would be someday, if our manifestation techniques work. Nope. This is a version that really exists. Because all versions of all people exist. All versions of you exist. All versions of all other people exist. So, how do you get to this one? Yeah, you can visualize them. You can start to affirm that they are like this. But the most effective thing is to start seeing them like this, like for real. Not just, okay, I'm saying these affirmations, I'm doing these things, and then I'm kind of looking in 3D. Have they changed? Have they changed? Have they changed? Nope. No one to change but self. Change your assumptions about this person, and then you will be, you can say you will jump into the reality, or you can jump into the timeline where they are already like this. Or you could say that you become the reality, where you have this kind of relationship with this version of this person, like however you want to put it. But you are making this so-called change for yourself, not to change this person. Because why would you want to think that there is a version of this person, well, there actually is, but that doesn't love you? Because his actions show that he doesn't love you. Who cares about them? We have actually always been deciding who people are to us in our in life. It's nothing new. We have thought that, okay, well, that one was a jerk, my boss was a jerk, and or he was pushover, or someone was this and someone was like that, and my best friend is like this and I love her, and then the other girl, well, she turned out to be this and that. We had always been making these choices about how we see people. They have just come to us based on our 3D, and we have kind of then, okay, something has happened in 3D and we have given it this meaning, and we have started to project these qualities to these people, when in actuality people are just neutral, and everything is neutral. Sorry, that's my little helper. That's my mini poodle, Luna. She's sometimes in these videos also, so you can expect to see her. So, and not just hear her. So, from now on, your SP loves you and wants to be with you. Now she started drinking water in the middle of the video. Well, this is just fine. Fortunately, she doesn't have any food on her bowl. Okay. And your SP loves you, not because you want him to change, but because that's the way that you prefer to experience them, and they don't have any fucking say on how you experience them. Who has all the power? Who is the operant power in your reality? You are. SP is not. So that's the deal. You always, we have just like become so accustomed to, okay, this thing happens, this means that they are like this. Okay, you can go by that definition, but since you are the operant power in your reality, since you are the source of every experience in your reality, why would you want to experience them that way? If you want to be loved, adored, cherished and stuff, why would you want to see them like that? So from now on, your SP loves you and wants to be with you, like no matter what they do in 3D. You don't have, like, it has nothing to do with you, because you are the operant power. You decide who you are. You decide who these people are to you. You decide how they feel. And it's not to push your will upon them on 3D. You allow them to be anything that they are in 3D, but ultimately everyone will be you pushed out. So your assumptions about them pushed out. So because 3D, if you haven't been well versed in this theory of law of assumption, that 3D is just a mirror. It's reflecting who you are when you are standing in front of the mirror. So it's reflecting your assumptions. It's reflecting who you are being, your identity. And these stories that you had about this one, drop them. Because this is the real SP that you want. And really, just stick to that story. Stick to your own truth. Because what is the most valuable thing that you have in this life? It's your experience. Like, you are in the center. You are everything. You are the source. So you don't have to wait for this one to give you an experience of being loved. You have the experience of being loved within you by thinking about this SP that, yeah, they love me. No. There is nothing that they can do to stop me from loving them. And it doesn't mean that you are obsessed with them. No. Like, really, really not. Au contraire. I don't know what that's in, how to say that in English right now, but it just means that you are actually obsessed with yourself in a way. Because you are obsessed in giving yourself the best possible point of view about people. And why would you want to have people in your experience that you love that wouldn't love you? And because you are the source, if you say that they don't love me, they have no other choice than to, not love you. Or what's like also very common is that they can come in and say that they love you, but because you are suspicious of them or something, then you don't believe them. So it's not about what's going on in 3D. It's about what's going on within yourself. So for all the people in your life, this applies to everyone and everything, actually. Focus on the version that you want for yourself. And then the reality, we can talk about 3D reality when in actuality it's not outside of us, but for the purpose of this video we can talk about that. Then the reality mirror has to reflect. It reflects who is standing before it. So if you are the person who says that, okay, your SP is madly in love with you, then they are, just because you said so. But do it for yourself, to give yourself the experience. You can't manifest someone into loving you if you think that they don't love you. You have to start to see them differently.